Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field.
Right, welcome everyone to another Roulette Raceway 2 match between JoeTheBabyGrabber and Dammchicu. I'm joined for the Shoutcast by tournament organizer and match admin In4Fun. Welcome.
Hey Curry, hi everyone. Oh, it's been a while, man.
Yeah,
Nice to
totally. First map of this match is Whittleton Creek, which was chosen by RNG. And yeah, because I got asked in chat, I'll shortly go over the rules once again. For general roulette, it's just both players will be playing the main mission of Whittleton Creek, which is another life, and they'll receive conditions consisting of a disguise and a kill method for each target. Have to eliminate the target using that condition in as fast as possible in real time while maintaining the 5-star Silent Assassin rating and exit the mission. In Raceway, we play first to 6 points, and players get awarded 2 points for a map win. The first map is picked by RNG, which is Whittleton Creek in this time, as I've already mentioned. And after that, the player that lost the last map will pick the next map. So if Joe were to win this, when Whittleton Creek, now Dammchicu would get to pick the next map. And yeah, we have a 30-minute time per spin. I think those are the main differences. And yeah, spin has arrived. In4Fun, do you want to go ahead and run it down for us here?
Sure, so this first spin of the match is going to be Janus, silenced pistol in the suit, and Nolan Cassidy injected poison as politician.
Get a politician in there.
And not just politician, the why I fancy this spin, not that I curated or anything, is that not only politician, but you usually start in suit and leave the suit right there where the politician is. So
Yeah.
Will you be able to do the same? I think that depends on strategy, which I really want to see by these players. Dammchicu will just start and get the Janus kill down from default spawn.
I've marked your map with several points.
Indeed. Yes, there are no photo finishes as well. We don't have the tools or resources to do that. This community event, so console play is a little bit at a disadvantage technically. However, we yeah, this no, we didn't see that play a huge deal this tournament here.
I've marked your map with several points of
The
interest.
closest finish has been 5 seconds yesterday,
Front intel.
apparently on
Yes.
Haven between two PC players, Chris and Yanni.
Indeed.
We haven't had a situation where being on console or PC would have made a difference. Luckily, I have to say, but
Yeah.
so far so good. And there is also the courtesy rule of please don't preload if you are facing a console player.
As a PC player.
As a PC player, of course, yeah. So that's the other thing I wanted to mention.
Yeah, and can see to well the different strategies here so far. Joe seekered the politician, if I saw that correctly, and placed the snail on the fence there, which should now KO the politician and would allow him to have his suit in a place where he can retrieve it later. Very
Okay,
nice.
that is great. Even if it takes a few loadout slots. But so I think he made the deputy sick so that he could place the snail, which is not hurt by the deputy, but instead the politician. I think that's the only
Probably,
difference.
yeah. I would have to rewatch that. But yeah, I mean, it takes loadout slots. You have to have the snail and the seeker, but if you can spare them, it's definitely a nice way of doing it.
Dammchicu in a little bit of trouble, but seems to be solved. There was a gun flash for Gunther on Janus's side, but Dammchicu could use a converter and eliminate Janus, and no one else is alive on this floor. So that's the first kill down safely and easily. And now it's ideally the picture clue in the basement. And the two near Betty, it's still a Gunther body found after a bit of a time.
Yeah,
But-
probably people upstairs saw him lying at the bottom of the stairs, however, it's just my guess.
This is fine for the time being, but where will Gunther go after he's woken up? Because Janus is not hidden yet. I guess we have to wait and see.
That is true. Joe using the good old gramophone lure to get Janus and Gunther up. We'll also get the pistol elimination.
Uh-oh, target lockdown. Who will react to that though? I don't see anyone with a question mark, so it's just Gunther you need to watch out for. Admire the console player for a live elimination,
Yeah.
but didn't try.
Ooh. Gunther.
What is that, Gunther?
Joe is in a bit of a tricky situation here.
Now we know that Gunther is one VIP bodyguard with the gun flash. So that would be a possibility, but I think Gunther will react to that one.
Yeah,
Quick
alright.
subdue, triggering guns.
In the meantime, Dammchicu needed to restart. Didn't quite see what was the issue there. Might have been a body found.
I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations
Yeah, no, we're not talking about the Shoutcaster Gunther, but about
Good luck.
the Janus bodyguard Gunther.
One we love dearly, the other one we usually like to see pacified. Not gonna say which is which.
Yeah. Anyway, Joe is just gonna, I think, barely miss first cycle on Nolan. Although, maybe if he can trigger the phone call here, gets enough time to get his other disguise.
This is one time where
Ooh, yeah, and he
actually
did.
this guy isn't far away though, so maybe that was a mistake. But it was a good choice to consider it, because if he didn't trigger a conversation earlier in the run, then Nolan might already be on his way in.
Yeah, and this
If Janus
gives
was
him a
found,
little bit of
perhaps he's
time.
still attending these gatherings, 47.
It's going to make him sick instead.
Indeed.
Huh.
Also an option, and you can save a tiny bit of time compared to garage strats. But with the phone call going on, it's a bigger advantage now. So he could get the disguise as well as the isolation. Dammchicu needs to restart again because his Colmer was too late compared to the gun elimination on Janus. So that was orange on Gunther.
Yeah. So they just didn't get the timing quite right. This restart now puts a big lead on Joe, who got the not Gunther, but Nolan kill, and will now go and collect clues. The first one being the lawsuit and the cigar box.
And since he doesn't have the photograph from the basement, Joe's other option would be to get the letter from Spencer the Hammer Green. I think that is quicker and not safer, but definitely much quicker than the photograph.
Yeah, sure. I don't think he has any Calmers or anything left, so it would need to be an old-fashioned KO. However, let's see what he decides to do now. Dammchicu, in the meantime, has infiltrated the basement of Janus' house again, grabbing the photograph
Annual gathering of the Ark Society.
and clear out the evidence.
If Janus was its founder,
We'll
perhaps
start
he's still
to
attending
clear
these
out
gatherings.
everything here.
This could be valuable information indeed.
Joe is going to retrieve the Gunther suit, which gives him access to Janus' property and gets the picture that way for the last clue.
Possibly, yeah. Him being in the Gunther disguise does make sense for him now to go to grab the photograph. And yeah, looks like that's going to be what he's doing.
Finally, end to Janus. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like you.
Oh boy, another target lockdown for Dammchicu.
We are close now, 47.
What guards running around?
Yeah, with a resolution of -1, it's quite hard to see who's
Yeah.
doing what. But I think he's fine now, unless the upstairs roaming guard will see Gunther again, and then some extra bodies can be found. But
Yeah. That
seems fine.
seems fine for now, definitely. However, Joe grabbing the last clue, taking out the cameras.
Joe the clue grabber.
Indeed. And we'll run to an exit now to win this first map of this match.
Still going to be trespassing a bit, but the only person who's in trouble is walking away from him. Don't crouch in the bushes and turn him around. But after this, he's not going to be trespassing anymore, so it is all but his now.
Yeah, not even going for any manhole exit. Okay, I don't think he even has a crowbar, so those are not even an option. Instead, just gonna use the bus. And he's out. He is even called Baby Grabber on console. Wow.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I saw that for the first time. She could just obtain the politician, pop the challenge for that. However, just a little bit too late. JoeTheBabyGrabber will lead 2-0. And Dammchicu will get the next map pick here.
Which cannot be from Season 1, Bangkok and Colorado, New York from Season 2, of course Whittleton, as it was played already, and Dubai is the 4th originally banned map.
Indeed. Each player banned 2 maps before the match: Bangkok, Colorado, Dubai, and New York, and Whittleton Creek also out because it was already played now. And Dammchicu's pick is gonna be Miami. So we'll have a short little break and have a look at the Miami briefing in the meantime. And we'll see all of you after that.
Good afternoon, 47. Your destination is the annual Global Innovation Motor Race in Miami, Florida. After analyzing the data from Reynard's computer, the case is clear. The Providence defectors are Robert and Sierra Knox, head of robotics developer Kronstadt Industries. A visionary inventor and technological innovator, Robert Knox has spearheaded Kronstadt Industries to the bleeding edge of technological development. His equally brilliant daughter, Sierra, is not only a financial wizard, but also a fiercely competitive race car driver, with a fiery temper to match. Kronstadt enjoys enormous popularity with global consumers. However, few are aware that the company is also one of the world's leading suppliers of next-gen military tech. Last year, despotic ruler Jin Po employed prototype Kronstadt drones against peaceful civilian protesters in the now infamous Tungan Valley incident. And although it has yet to be proven, there is little doubt that the Knoxes personally brokered the deal, making them complicit in a war crime. It is unclear why the Knoxes would betray their masters, but likely the fear of being next on the Shadow Clients hit list has pressured them to cut a deal with the enemy. Undoubtedly, with Kronstadt Industries on their side, the militia will increase their attacks tenfold, and so our contract obligates us to retire Robert and Sierra Knox and contain the damage they may inflict on Providence. I will leave you to prepare.
And here we are again with the second map of the JoeTheBabyGrabber vs Dammchicu Roulette Raceway 2 match. I'm still joined by In4Fun. We are headed to Miami. Yes.
Dammchicu's first pick of this match was immediately countered by Ducker saying that this is Joe's second best map. So, way to ruin his confidence.
Yeah. Definitely the psychological part, big part of Roulette. Have to somehow stay calm and everything. At least somehow. Oh, I put in Roulette Rival 6 in the title. I'm totally prepared for that.
Just saw your status and was a bit surprised that
No,
it didn't
that
even
was
click
never
for me
there.
immediately.
I mean, it's also good that no one else noticed it. Because who the fuck even looks at stream titles?
Just whoever reads, yeah. Just never-ending RR6 here.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that's changed now. What also has changed is the map and the spin that will arrive in a couple of seconds. And Sierra Knox shall be drowned using a street musician, and Robert Knox Using a silenced SMG as Kronstadt security. Alright.
Really fascinated how this spin will turn out. It is, other than a neck snap, it's the easiest Robert kill, but getting the street musician and make Sierra drown that way will be the big part of this spin, the big challenge for sure.
Yeah. And I think Joe right here might have the correct path of saying, okay, I'll start suits so you can smuggle in a briefcase and get a Seeker, a Trank, and the silenced SMG.
Just give me all the dart guns and well, of course the SMG is needed.
Yeah, I mean, you could also, I guess, not pick a Seeker, but a remote emetic tool instead, which would allow you to start otherwhere as well. But I'm not entirely sure that would work out for the Sierra drowning. Joe starting off immediately, main start, getting the street musician. Or wants to get the street musician, needs to wait a little bit.
Trying to get the street musician, but I think that's a good window. So now the great question is, when and how will they make her sick? Because I think there's no need to talk about Robert kill. It happens when it happens. That's really should not be any problems with that.
Yeah,
but
no.
Sierra drowning is it's dependent on the location, and I think Coates has the right idea by making her sick in the medic area, which won't be as public as my idea, which is if you just sabotage the pit stop or end the race, and instead of the peekaboo, you make Sierra sick, then she will go all the way down to this bathroom where JoeTheBabyGrabber is.
Also, however, I think, because I know that from Crudy's matches, where he when hitting a loud explosive or something, he seekers her down here as well. If you seeker her in the in the pit stop itself, in the pit, I guess, she should also go down to that toilet.
That's what I thought as well. I thought the emetic routing won't be a problem as long as it's done relatively early.
Yes.
And my big issue or question with this spin was that how do you get there in a trespassing disguise? And Joe did it perfectly by changing into the Pale Rider and making Sierra sick as the rider, who is not trespassing down in the bathrooms. So you can just follow Sierra there and change into the disguise and drown her.
In the meantime, Dammchicu picked up the Robert kill already. Quick and easy.
Yeah, this is a spin where luckily they went for different approaches or different order, but we won't know who's ahead until the very end.
Yeah, definitely. Joe now sabotaging the pit stop, while Dammchicu is gonna grab the street musician as the Kronstadt security.
And this is the big risk of Dammchicu's strat of not going for the street musician immediately. So can he get the disguise behind him? If he's the only person, then he can just change when he turns and runs away, and this is very well done by Dammchicu.
Indeed. Right, Joe. Pull off the Seeker. The Seeker shot on Sierra. So I think she should be coming down to this bathroom now.
Definitely to a toilet, not a bin.
47. The race is over. Sierra will become
Dammchicu. Now, as a street musician, inside the driver's lounge VIP area, where you can start off as an another disguise, and I think he wants to get the sugar. However, he's replanning now.
Oh,
He forgot a medic, didn't he?
I think that's the reason. He didn't smuggle anything, or did he just quickly remove it?
I think he didn't
yeah, without
smuggle
the
anything,
remedy.
yeah.
Target down. Next up, Robert Knox.
She can go in a bin down here. Now I wonder how specific you have to be, where Sierra has to be exactly, so that she goes to a bin instead of the toilet. For me, it was always the toilet.
Yeah, and for Joe here, it was also the toilet, and he just picked up the drowning kill on Sierra and will now head on to the Kronstadt area.
Short message from our sponsors, Guardian Tires, because you're in the driver's seat.
And
Don't
get the
settle
Robert
for
kill. And he is very well in the lead now.
And up next, the kill that is Roulette 101. Shooting the laptop, isolating Robert. And then nothing else is needed. So,
Yeah, as long as like you can rip to them seeing you or something, but as long as you're a bit careful with that, should work out.
he's going to be opt for a safe way and just shoot the laptop when he's upstairs, because I think Robert is already on this floor.
Yes, and
And in the...
he's also clearing out the security room now because just realized he still has yellow guns. So that's something he needs to take care of now.
And he doesn't have the best weapon for this. So he definitely needs to get both of these down. Robert is now here, and how many dart guns does he have? I
Yes.
wonder without...
He has a seeker shot, which is something he's gonna, well, be annoyed about now. I think he reloaded his seeker without needing a second seeker shot, but he could have used
Oh no.
the trank dart now. Doesn't get any whoosh from neither Robert or his guard. And should be a quick and easy Robert kill. Even gonna use the eliminate prompt.
He can afford it this time, yeah.
Both targets down. Well done, 47. Head for an exit. and speak
See the evidence. Don't shoot the body.
Yes. That is the 4-0 lead for Joe, it seems. He has exited. There's 5-star SA. All we need to see. He hasn't quite won yet though, because this is Raceway. So he needs to win one more map before everything is over.
At the match at least. Hopefully nothing else.
Definitely, yeah. And it looks like we're gonna go to Sapienza next. A wonderful coastal town in Italy. Starring a big mansion with an even bigger biolab below it. So let's admire all of that by looking at the mission briefing for Sapienza.
Morning, 47. Your destination is the coastal town of Sapienza, also known as the Jewel of the Amalfi Coast. Your target is a former client of ours, Silvio Caruso, a brilliant but troubled bioengineer employed by the Ether Biotech Corporation. Renowned for his early stem cell research, Caruso is now reportedly working on a far more disturbing project, a DNA-specific virus able to infect anyone, anywhere in the world. Imagine a bullet, fired in any direction, passing through countless bodies without inflicting harm, invisible and undetectable until it strikes its target. A world of armchair assassins killing with impunity. This is what awaits us, unless Caruso is stopped. Our client, one of Ether's major private stockholders, wants the project cancelled on ethical grounds, but without destroying the company in the process. She has asked us to eliminate Silvio Caruso and destroy the yet unfinished virus prototype. You will also need to deal with Caruso's lab head, Francesca DeSantis, a high-level Ether employee and cutthroat corporate climber who holds intimate knowledge of Caruso's research and could potentially carry on in his place. This is no ordinary contract, 47. Caruso's virus is a serious threat to our craft and trade, not to mention our core ideals. So failure is not an option. I'll leave you to prepare.
Alright, welcome back to the third and potentially last map of this Roulette Raceway 2 match between JoeTheBabyGrabber and Dammchicu. I am, still joined by In4Fun. Not sure if you just heard that, but my phone fell off the table.
I heard something very shallow, or just a tiny bit. Wasn't even sure what's that. So all good.
Alright then. We're gonna go to Sapienza, a wonderful coastal town, which was chosen by Dammchicu. If JoeTheBabyGrabber now wins this as well, he will have won the entire match and will move on in the bracket to face Chromax in the quarterfinals. If Dammchicu wins this now, we will have another map, which will get picked by Joe. So yeah, high stakes. Definitely. Can be very can be very spin dependent. How this is gonna go, because there can be like super short, super quick Sapienza spins. But also, like, if you get too annoying disguises and even more annoying kill methods, it can take forever. But what do we have here In4Fun?
Map number 3, Sapienza, is Silvio Caruso next map as Red Plumber, Francesca DeSantis, letter opener as Delivery Man.
Ooh, and that is like a mix between fast spin and not fast spin, I guess. You got like... Yeah? Go ahead.
You're welcome, user, join our channel, because when I spawned this one, I remember that someone was looking for the Red Plumber for the last couple of days, and he's here in the chat. They're in the chat, and I'm happy for that.
Yeah, definitely. Red Plumber. I don't think it's a disguise we've seen so far in Raceway. We have seen it in Roulette Rivals for sure. I can remember at least one spin, I think, where Red Plumber was in there, but not with Sapienza and like the amount of disguises you have. It's not you don't see like the same disguises over and over again. Like, for example, where in Berlin you only have like 11 disguises, 14 or something, but 5 of them get spun, so you get like a lot of similar disguises in every spin. And yeah, this spin is quite like a bit of a mixture between easy kill methods, neck snap and letter opener. I think the letter opener isn't the letter opener right next to Francesca on her desk, or
it is. So it's virtually 2 neck snaps this spin.
Yeah, exactly.
The disguises at least aren't.
Yeah, the disguises is what makes this spin, I guess, more interesting. Delivery Man. If you have a strat for it, it's not too hard to grab one, especially with the trank or something. Also, Red Plumber, not hard to grab, it's just the distance between him and the mansion that makes that bit of a sprint. And both players starting off very different here. Joe started, not sure which exact starting location he chose, but he started at the bay, I guess.
Was the morgue, yeah.
Morgue start, probably, yeah. And immediately grabbed the red plumber, while Dammchicu started mansion security, and is gonna isolate Francesca now first, with that magical 230, I assume. But Joe should still be able, even from this start, should still be able to make those 230. Can
Definitely.
be a little bit later, like a 240, if you really need to.
Yeah, neither than really using the start, which I was thinking first, and it's the same as Chaos says in the chat that you start main square, then just get the delivery man fairly shortly, use your sedative item, whichever you want, and have more than enough time to isolate Francesca.
Yeah.
I pulled the barb. I hope that doesn't mean anything bad. I like him, just concerning me a little.
KO Oats. Whatever.
He's been everything to me so far,
Yes.
from Chaos to Coats to
Oats.
Kernel Oats and I Oats in the beginning, but
Yes.
you weren't there back then.
I wasn't for sure. Anyway, Dammchicu replanned. Plan to the harbor now as well. Will I assume grab the red plumber immediately as well. Joe in the meantime made it to the mansion. And still has like 10 seconds here to wait before he can attempt this Francesca kill. I'm not even sure if he's gonna take out the bodyguard, because it's literally like getting Francesca, grab the letter opener, kill her, and probably dump her. But he's gonna take her to this side room.
Yeah, but
Oh
of
wait,
course
he's
the disguise is
okay,
not.
yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
I messed that up. It's he's not in the correct disguise, so he can't even kill her right now. Still leaves the bodyguard alive though.
And he can start working on this Silvio isolation. And by the end of this, he will have a kill. Although it's
Okay.
a bit late. Chiku's stream is down again, but it's back up. Perhaps I can see one frame.
Yeah.
It's changing.
Okay, Dammchicu having a bit of stream issues here. Ooh, Joe, nicely from Joe. He used a loud gun to shoot the panel, but he stood like right in front of it and nobody heard the shot apparently. And Dammchicu's offline now. That is not good.
No, and I heard this happened yesterday. I think I saw it a bit as I'm watching Joe get this isolation down. One calmer, two calmers, and then a KO with a crowbar, just not too early.
Okay, we got Dammchicu's stream back. Looks like he even his game crashed, because he's just loading in again.
Really unfortunate if he ripped to his run to this.
It's still buffering a little bit, and his Hitman doesn't want to connect immediately, but there it is now. Joe, in the meantime, got the first kill. Red Plumber neck snap. I'm actually interested by Joe. He calmered the one guard in the doorway, and it didn't get found yet, and he can just leave the bodies there. So I assume nobody actually finds that one.
Apparently so. So he's the roaming guard of this area. So if he's not roaming, then I feel like the rest should be alright.
Yeah, Joe didn't crowbar open the back door, so the chef is not really an issue.
Of course, there's the chef cycle indeed. That I wouldn't be quite sure about.
Yeah, he might see the guy that's laying in the door frame, but so far he hasn't. And,
Seems like planned to me, so probably not gonna happen. Not gonna rip the run, I mean.
yeah, seems like it. JoeTheBabyGrabber also using his favorite snail Clark to get the delivery man, and will now run for Francesca. I'm not sure what he has planned for the virus. With how many items he has at this point, I think he didn't have a loadout slot for an EMP. Neither does he currently have a sniper, so I would assume he just goes for Stalactite. But
Yeah, I'm curious to see Joe getting caught on camera. Could have been avoided, I feel like.
yeah, also got a body found, but I think that was the delivery guy. Yeah, that guy
Yeah,
is still
those-
just chilling there.
Those bushes don't quite work as intended just yet.
The letter opener is, yeah, exactly like in the office, right next to Francesca, basically, where he stands on the desk. So Joe can just run up to her, grab the letter opener from the desk. Hopefully, bodyguards will allow him to do so. And then just chuck it at her head. There is the bodyguard in the room, but he's kind of looking away, I think.
Looks fine.
So that's the second kill for Joe.
2 targets down. Now destroy the virus.
2 objectives remaining: destroying the virus and getting rid of the cameras.
Yeah, definitely. Dammchicu in the meantime loaded back in, grabbed Red Plumber, and has now KO'd Francesca. So I would assume he does something similar to what Joe has been doing. We'll go for a late KO on the bodyguard. He was already turned around, but luckily didn't see anything.
You made it.
Really
Virus
late one, but
prototype will be close
seems to
by.
have worked out.
Look for some type of quarantine unit.
Yeah, and he's now off getting Silvio, I assume, and then collecting the delivery man. While Joe is gonna grab this biolab security to just not make this a hostile area anymore, so he can actually like move around and stuff.
Yeah, he has business to do here still.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a silenced pistol, which is what makes me wonder a little bit. Oh, he has an EMP. How many loadout slots does he have?
He didn't need any for a kill item, so it's probably with the suit start, the two dart guns, and the EMP.
True, actually, he didn't. He had 2 dart guns, he had an EMP, and he had the snail. That's all his 4 loadout slots.
Indeed. Okay.
Yeah, it
Ooh,
looked.
Silvio was running though, for Dammchicu.
Loud gunshot was heard, but should be an issue. That's the virus taken care of.
Now head towards an exit.
And Joe is out. While Dammchicu also running out, KOing everybody in his path.
Would this be salvaged for? Sad that it wasn't salvageable for Dammchicu, but it was over anyway. And JoeTheBabyGrabber receives this match and advances to the quarterfinals. Very well done by both.
Indeed, very well done. The second 6-0 victory we have today. We had one earlier between I Like Hitman and K Canada.
Not the closest match, not the closest day, but we had plenty of 6-4s before, so can't
Indeed.
complain.
No, definitely not. Challenge doesn't want to save me editing a match here, so I'm just gonna retry.
It just doesn't want to work for me sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll still show you the brackets though, even though they are not updated yet. JoeTheBabyGrabber defeats Dammchicu, and will move on to face Chromax in the quarterfinals. And yeah, we almost have all the finalists set now. The only one that's missing is either Pidgearro or Meme Junkie, a match that I think is not yet scheduled. But
they keep not telling me when to play, but they have already scheduled for Monday. Just no time yet and no picks yet.
All right, or bands rather. There are no picks in this.
The picking of the bands.
Yes,
yes.
Exactly. Anyway, yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to the players for playing and participating in this tournament, and congratulations to Joe again for winning this one. Thanks to In4Fun for co-casting this one and adminning the match.
Thanks for having me, and thank you for all your help throughout the afternoon with the co and the main cast today.
Always welcome. That was a pleasure to do. Let's see who's live that we could raid. Someone was suggested earlier, I think, but I already can't remember anymore who it was.
I think was it Kotzi asking for Gordy?
Ooh,
He's still
Gordy raid.
streaming Zelda.
I don't... Oh, wait, yeah, he is. He totally is.
Raid my dad. Yes, that's the for all this speedrun community lore.
Exactly. Raid Gordini Roy. Let's give him a raid. Playing some Zelda Breath of the Wild right now. Not shoutcasting for once. No, it's almost as shocking as me not seeing shoutcasts. And yeah, can't even talk correctly anymore. Anyway, yeah, thanks everyone for watching. And see you soon. Bye.